Here's our Christmas message, Buy Local, Buy Suffolk.
We've had such a great time talking to some amazingly talented people across the county, all of whom would love to see you this Christmas.
So without further ado, let's start our Suffolk Christmas. Welcome to our special Christmas editions of the Suffolk Pod Show. These shows are produced and managed by podtalk.co.uk. I'm Mark Mason.
And I'm Susanna Hornby. Now we have David Sandpell from Stonham Barns Park. He talks about the fantastic facilities at Stonham Barns. It really is the ultimate Christmas experience for family and friends. And there's new news of the Christmas craft market, so listen in. David, thanks for joining us. We are really excited to find out about Stonham Barns Park because it seems to grow every year into something even more special. Tell us about it all.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the current owner, Alan Forward, purchased it back in 2011, where really it was just sort of a muddy patch with a couple of small buildings on here. And over the last 9 years, he's just absolutely just transformed it into what it is today and what it is going forward, which is a retail village, lots of attractions for the whole of the family here, retail shops, bistro, children's play areas, birds prey, teapot pottery, and also we have the large showground as well, which we put on up to 40 events a year under normal circumstances. Everything from car shows right the way through to antiques fairs, music festivals. The array is amazing what we can do here.
I mean, it is, well, it's a destination, isn't it, basically? Is it one of the biggest destinations for the family in Suffolk, I suppose?
It is, absolutely. And it is becoming bigger as well. The plans over the next couple of years are to develop the site even further, to have enough room to bring many more campers on site, both touring and people staying either or just visiting for the day. So the plans are immense. We've got facilities to hold weddings, wedding receptions. We're actually licensed to do the ceremonies here as well. So we can offer the full works as far as weddings are concerned, because we've got accommodation on site as well with the static units and also the holiday homes.
Lovely, amazing. And you have lakes too.
Yes, yeah, we do. We have, at the moment, we've got two fine lakes, very well stocked with fish, that are constantly busy. Every peg is pretty much taken whenever it can be. They have fishing matches every week. We've got two new lakes that are being built at the moment, and they're just setting a glorious surrounding as well. We have our holiday home lodges that are placed around the lakes, the two that we have at the moment, with the plans being on the two new lakes as well, to have the lodges around there that are people's holiday homes. They can come and visit. We're on an 11-month season here, which is probably the closest you can get to sort of all year round. So people just come, and there's so much to do here as well that we get so many people come up and they use their lodges constantly. So it's a really good destination for the whole family, whether or not they're coming for a single day visit or whether or not they're coming up to stay for a holiday break. There's something to do every single day here. So it's just, as I say, it's just getting bigger and bigger every year. Everything that Mr. Forward makes from the place, he just ploughs back into it again to do it. We've got the theatre here now as well.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
We've got a full theatre, proper set-up theatre. And we've got 3 big conference rooms as well that we can use for anything from, as I said, wedding ceremonies to conferences to indoor events. With full licensed bar facilities and full catering kitchen, all that kind of stuff. Sorry, I was going to say you are perfectly placed in the centre of Suffolk too. Yes, absolutely. Just off the A12, A14, so not far from those at all. We're on the tourist route as well, so people tend to come past. From our social media site as well, all our retailers, everything that's going on here is either on our main website or it's on the retailers have all got their own individual websites, but we manage it all for them as well, so it's all part of their sort of rental agreement and things like that. So and then obviously we got the events as well, which unfortunately this year been few and far between. But we're just planning on putting together a fantastic calendar of events for next year. As I say, everything from car shows, bike shows, antiques fairs, music festivals. We have things like History Alive with the reenactments, truck shows. It's just immense. I mean, there's literally there'll be something for anyone to do every weekend. And then sort of from March till about this time, I think we've just stopped now. We have a car boot every Sunday as well, boot sale every Sunday, and that's always so well attended. It's amazing how many people get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to come to a car boot sale.
Find that bargain. Find it.
Yes, absolutely.
It's such a professional setup, the whole thing, an exciting place to go as a family or as an individual. You're probably closed at this moment, but we're hoping we can all open again on December the 2nd, and you will be having your amazing Christmas craft market. We
will, indeed. We were initially having it on the 28th and 29th of November, obviously with the current restrictions and lockdown that came in, rather than cancelling it completely. Because we had so much interest for it. What we've decided to do is to put it off until the 5th and 6th, which hopefully will be outside of the lockdown. And we'll still be able to hold the event. But we've got over 50 traders already booked in, and now we've been advertising that we've moved the dates, so now we're getting even more people. We've got music, Santa's Grotto, food outlets, so it's gonna be an amazing craft fair. It's going to be fantastic, and it always is. It seems to be one of the big shows that we have every year here. We get lots and lots of people come to it, and we're hoping that people will come out to it. We're going to stay COVID secure. We've got all the sanitising stations. We've got all the restrictions that need to be in place to make sure everyone's kept safe. Socially distanced, which has been a challenge, but it's been a learning curve as well. So we're confident. We've got the backing of the local council as well. We've run everything by them, kept in constant contact with them with all the events that we've planned or wanted to do, and they've been happy with our risk assessments and method statements to make sure that we're doing it to the best that we can to make sure everyone's kept safe. So unless the government tells us we can't do it, we will be doing it. So it'll be fantastic. Well,
we're crossing our fingers for that. Now I see you have Breeze Red Wine.
Yes, she is someone that she's a local singer that has been around for a few years. She's only 18 years old now. She's been singing since she was sort of semi-professionally since she was about 13, and it's something that Stonham Barnes has got right behind. Was Mr. Alan Forward, the owner, has decided that we're going to promote her and help her to hopefully have a fantastic career going forward. So Stonham Barnes is helping her with getting together with some of the big music industry people to try and get her to see where she can go. It's a very difficult thing to do, but everyone has confidence in her. She's got a fantastic voice. She's going to be singing live for us at our Christmas fair, all being well, as far as the fair going ahead. And then we've also got the release of her first single is due out on the 8th of December as well. So we're all sort of gearing up for that as well at the moment.
Okay, well, we must follow that. In fact, please, we'll invite her onto the Suffolk Pod Show. We'd love to talk to her.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, that's the deal then. Okay, and can we talk a bit about the Errol Mckellar Foundation?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, this is something that Stonham Barnes and Mr. Alan Forward has got behind 100%. Fantastic guy. We've had lots of meetings with him. He survived prostate cancer 10 years ago, and he's just been honoured with an MBE as well. But basically, he started by having an MOT garage, and he started saying to people, "Look, you MOT your car every year. You should be MOTing your body as well every year. So go and have a test. It's not." As people have always thought, it's not as intrusive as people think nowadays. It's simply a blood test in the first instance. takes 5 minutes, and it could save your life.
Yeah.
So they reckon that he's probably, with the word that he's got out there, he's probably managed to get out to over a million men, to be able to go and get the test and try and sort themselves out. So as I say, he's been honoured in the Queen's list for this year. He's been on numerous TV shows, and he's been honoured with lots of different things, and it's something that Stonham Barnes is very keen to be involved with.
Yeah.
So again, we've got a fantastic PR team behind us. So we're using them to help with some rebranding, getting the name back out there. We're arranging a couple of charity events next year as well to raise money for the foundation as well. So and Errol goes round, he spends his time now touring around the country and just speaking to groups and just and support groups, just explaining and getting the word out there. And I think obviously his idea is just to make sure that it becomes something that is just done on an annual basis.
Well, I mean, kudos to Mr. Mckellar, quite frankly. That's there are some people who turn their lives around and they do that. And yes, absolutely right. We should support them in every single way we possibly can.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, back to the Christmas market. You said it was on the 5th and the 6th of December. What's your website address?
www.stonhambarns, STOHAMBARNS.co.uk. All the details of everything that we've got on at Stonham Barnes, all the retail shops, all the attractions that we have here. There's full details of the Christmas craft market on there as well. If there's people that still want to try and book in, we've got inside stalls and outside stalls still available. So they can book up through there.
Lovely.
Or they can just send an email through to events@stonhambarns.co.uk.
Okay. Thank you, David. Thank you very much. That was extremely informative. I presume it's free to attend the actual event.
The event is free, and car parking is free on site as well.
Brilliant.
So plenty of room for that. Running from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. each day. As I say, plenty of things going on for the fair, including the all-important mince pies and the mulled wine, of course.
Sold to the Suffolk Pod Show. Thank you. Listen, David, thank you so much for joining us. We now know what we're going to be doing on the 5th and 6th of December. Good luck with it all. Fingers crossed that everything lifts off from lockdown. And thank you very much for joining us.
No problem at all. Can I just wish everyone a Merry Christmas? Thank you very much for having me on the show. Much appreciated, and it's been great talking to you. And just if I can, just to take a moment, I just wanted to say thank you to all the retailers and all the staff and the management here at Stonham Barnes that have been so understanding through the last sort of 12 months or coming up to 12 months. It's been so difficult. They've worked tirelessly to make sure that the site has stayed active as much as we can, made sure that we've conformed to all the COVID restrictions so we could be open when we can be open. And without all their help and everything, I don't think we would be in such a good position as we are now.
Well put. Thank you, David. Have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Thanks for joining us on the Christmas Suffolk Pod Show. We hope you enjoyed listening, and don't forget to look out for more Christmas editions.
If you'd like to be involved in any of our shows, or you're interested in setting up your own podcast series, please just get in touch. We offer a wide range of podcast services. Just visit podtalk.co.uk. Thanks for listening to the Suffolk Pod Show. Find us on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram, or you can visit our website, podtalk.co.uk. And here's our disclaimer.
The Suffolk Pod Show will not be held responsible for any omissions or errors in its podcast.
The Suffolk Pod Show is produced purely for entertainment purposes. Views and opinions are that of our own or that of our guests.